Good afternoon and welcome to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Fillies with an important 2-3A contest today with the Childress Lady Cats. The Fillies have won 10 in a row coming into today. They're 17-7 now on the season, taking on a 13-5 Childress team. But more importantly, both of these teams are at 4-0 in district play. So both these teams tied atop the district standings. One of these teams will be eating dinner tonight with sole possession of first place in District 2-3A and a leg up in the race for the district championship. Welcome into the First United Bank pregame show here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Nathan Riojas here with Zach Cole. Angel Flores also running the camera for us today out in center field. So we're going to bring you some alternate views. You're actually looking at his camera shot right now, but we appreciate you spending your afternoon with us. We're fast and furious here. I thought I was doing really good on time, and it was 4:44, and they said, "Hey, we about ready to start team intros." Like, can you give me a few minutes? So we're still about 10 minutes ahead of schedule as we're doing team introductions right now and getting ready for the national anthem. But again, the Fillies winners of 10 in a row, 17-7 on the year. They're 4-0 in district play, and so is Childress. This is a big week for Childress because they play Shallowater right now at 4-0, and then they'll finish this weekend against a 3-1 Slayton team that's right there currently in third place in the district standing. So a lot to be settled this week in the District 2-3A race. And like I said, we may pause for a second as we're going to honor America with the playing of the national anthem. All right, we are just about set for first pitch here on the First United Bank pregame show. Emma Davis is in the circle for the Fillies. Today she's making her fourth start here in district play. She comes in today with 32 strikeouts in 22 innings, so she's averaging almost 1.5 per inning pitched. And the Fillies coming off a wild come-from-behind victory on Saturday afternoon. Saturday was not a very nice day for softball. It was cold and misty. It had rained earlier in the day, and so it was soggy, still misty, but they were able to get that game in. The Fillies jumped out to a 3-0 lead in that first inning, and then really the big crooked number, the big inning for Liberty. They got a 5 spot in the top of the 5th inning, and they took a 6-3 lead over the Fillies. The Fillies got 2 back in the bottom of the 5th. But then Liberty answered right back in the top of the 6th with 3 more. So it was 9-5 heading to the bottom of the 6th, and that's when the Fillies put up 7 and were able to come back and win that one 9-12. Brindley Currington was 2 for 5. She scored 2 runs. Jaden Luna was 2 for 3, 3 runs and an RBI. Emma Davis had a big day. She was 2 for 2. Scored 2 runs and had 3 RBIs. And we're just about ready. I'm trying to go through this box score. Really the hero of the day who got the biggest hit, Gabby Caro. She struck out in her first 2 plate appearances, but came up in the bottom of the 6th. Phillies trailing by 1, and she cleared the bases. She had a base clearing 3 RBI triple, and again, here we are, ready to go. First pitch, a strike on the outside corner to Addie Bays. Childress shortstop. Emma came on in relief. She didn't start the game Saturday. but she pitched the last 3 innings, gave up 0 earned runs, struck out 5. Cambry Baker started it. She pitched the first 4, only gave up 1 earned run, but the Phillies had 9 errors on Saturday, and there's a strikeout to start this one. 1 away here in the top of the first. This is Addie Edmondson, second baseman, stepping up to the plate with 1 away. That one was easy to lay off high and outside for 1-0. That one outside, right off the tip of the bat for Edmondson. That's a 1-1. So again, an important contest today in District 2 3A. Both these teams 4-0. District championship is always the goal. And there is strikeout. Or no, not strikeout. That's strike 2. My bad. I'm getting ahead of myself. I was ready to ring up Edmondson. Wasn't quite time for that, but I feel flustered. We're getting, like I said, technically it's not even game time yet. It's still 4:55. There's a poke into right field. Snagged at second base into Natalie Cuevas for the out. Great play by Kylie Olivo. Great range to get over really behind first base. And still a base hit from Edmondson. So here's Clarissa Gamboa, center fielder. So we've seen a strikeout from Davis already and some really good defense behind her, courtesy of Kaylee Olivo. This one right back to Kaylee, a tough shot. Gets away from her, but she picks it up, recovers, and gets it to Cuevas to complete a 1-2-3 inning for the Phillies and Emma Davis. I would normally send it to commercial break, but we're going to keep it right here because we didn't, like I said, we didn't really get to go through much of the pregame. I was so excited coming into this game thinking, man, this is a big one. This is an important game for the Phillies, and had all this planned, and then they're trying to start 15 minutes early on us. So we had an abbreviated First United Bank pregame show. As you take a look at that replay, that was a hot shot to Kaylee. She's able to recover and gets it over to Cuevas for another 4-3 put out. So Cambry gets Childress to go in order. And Brindley Currington will be coming out of the dugout to lead off for the Phillies. But yeah, we talked a little bit about that game on Saturday. It was sloppy for the Phillies. They got 12 runs on 10 hits, but they had 9 errors. And so Cambry was charged with 4 runs, only 1 of them earned. Emma charged with 5 runs, 0 of those earned. But they have enough offense. They get 7 there in the bottom of the 6th to come back and set up an undefeated matchup here with Childress. We talked about the rain and the weather clearing out Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon so that we could play that game here, but it kind of drifted right into Childress into the afternoon. And so Childress was supposed to play Roosevelt Saturday afternoon. That game did not happen. It happened last night, actually, and Childress wins that game 10-2 to make this a contest between 2 4-0 teams. But kind of a weird start to the week for Childress as they played a game last night at home against Roosevelt and now on the road here in Shallowater today. Really the story for Childress this year and the big change for a team that was 3-7 last year, finished in 5th place in the district standings, is freshman Ansley Parr. So you don't normally see a freshman come in and make that big of a difference, but she is in the circle for Childress today, and well, I expected her to be in the circle. Did she change her number on me? Who do we got? Oh yeah, I have 17, but number 15 there. Let me look and see. Like I said, I didn't even get to finish writing in my sheet. Yeah, it is Ansley Parr. I had her for 17. It's number 15. So Ansley Parr and Emma Davis might be set for a pitcher's duel here today. Two of the best, if not the 2 best pitchers in District 2 3A. She has been setting people down. She hits the ball really well, too. She'll be hitting in the cleanup spot. Currington comes to the plate here to lead off for the Phillies. Again, Brindley was 2 for 5, scored 2 runs on Saturday afternoon. She looks at a strike on the outside corner. So 1-1 for Brindley. One and two after that swing and a miss. Both these pitchers look to be on their A game today. Brindley got a piece of that one and fouled it back to the backstop, so she's still alive at 1 and 2. Swing and a miss there for strikeout number 1. And that's going to bring Jaden Luna, center fielder for the Phillies, to the plate. Jaden had a big game on Saturday too. She was 2 for 3, scored 3 runs, got a walk, and drove in a run. Phillies drew 7 walks in that game on Saturday, and I feel like that might be the case today. If you can be a little bit selective, try to take some of those that are just outside the zone, maybe work a few walks against these 2 really good pitchers. That might be a key stat in this game as we get down to the end. We'll see. Right now, 1-1 for Jaden. It's just now 5 o'clock, so we're just now supposed to be getting started. Luna drives this one to left center field, going back, bounces off the wall. It's down for a hit. She is standing at second base, so a 1-out double for Jaden Luna. And a runner in scoring position now for Emma Davis as she steps to the plate.
Next up, number 8, Emma Davis.
The breeze is blowing out of the south today, so it is blowing out to left field. If you could pull one down the line. Emma showed bunt right there, but pulled back, and it got away from the catcher. So, say a pass ball gets Jaden over to third base with just one away. So now Emma's got her at third. Didn't have to lay that bunt down. Can swing away here with 1-0. That one's outside. It gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. Emma was given the stop sign as she backed out of the batter's box. But 2-0 though for Emma Davis. Swing and a miss on one that was high and outside. She got her to chase to make it 2-1. That one outside, and Emma was able to lay off of that one. So it's 3-1 to Emma Davis. You wonder if she'll challenge her, if she'll stay away. She does. She comes right down the middle, and she pokes it into right field for a base hit. Emma Davis has played the first run of the day for the Phillies. Didn't try to do too much with that one.
Next, number 16, Phoenix Navahar.
Now the cleanup hitter, Phoenix Navahar, at the plate. Strike 1 there. Phoenix was 0 for 2 on Saturday, but she did walk twice. She was on base. And again, that might be the difference today. Emma didn't walk, but she got a 3-ball count and got a really good pitch to hit. Gonna have to try to be as selective and as patient as you can with Parr on the mound today, or in the circle. Oh, and 2 here for Navajar. She came inside, got in on the handle. Phoenix was able to foul that one away, but good pitch location from Parr. Again, Ansley, just a freshman for Childress in the circle. She's been mowing people down all season long. That one high and outside. It wasn't close enough for Phoenix to chase. Phoenix got a piece of that one, but the catcher was able to grab it for strikeout number 2, and 2 away now here in the bottom of the first.
Batting next, number 14, Jordan Medina.
Jordan Medina now steps to the plate. This one popped up behind the screen, but again, Parr ahead in the count. Jordan scored and drove in a run on Saturday afternoon. That one just catches the outside corner, so Jordan gave it a good look. We've got a courtesy runner going in for Emma. Danielle Lavelle will go run for Emma now with 2 outs. So Lavelle on first, 2 away here. And 2 strikes for Jordan Medina, trying to hang here. So a pause in that at bat, but Jordan with the 0-2 count. Swings and a miss right there for out number 3. So Ansley Parr strikes out the side for Childress, but in the middle there, Jaden Luna with a double, Emma Davis with an RBI single, and the Phillies leave one stranded, but they get on the board 1-0 as we head to the second inning. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Creating isn't easy. It's a simple fact known to dreamers and doers that create recipes, works of art, even small business, by working out every detail to refine their craft. Since 1907, First United Bank has been West Texans refining their craft for West Texans by offering the best banking possible. And that commitment has sustained us while other banks left town. We are loyal to those who strive for creative excellence. That is the spirit of West Texas.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. 1-0 after 1 in favor of the Phillies. Emma Davis worked a 1-2-3 inning in the first, and now facing the cleanup hitter and opposing pitcher, Ansley Parr. Gets her to swing and a miss right there. That one well outside to make it 1-1. Yeah, this was a Childress team that finished 3-7 last year did not make the playoffs, but Ansley Parr in the circle has made a huge difference for this Childress team. Now right there at the top of the district standings, the Fillies were 8-2 a year ago, the 2 seed out of District 2. Big time district title and playoff implications on the line here this afternoon. That one was over the plate, but it was high. So it'll be 2-2 for Parr, and this will be a key to the game for the Fillies too. If Parr, who's just as dangerous in the batter's box as she is in the circle, nice off-speed pitch to Freezer right there. Emma Davis, that was nice to get her second strikeout of the afternoon. Both of them looking for what it's worth. But she started out the first with the strikeout. She gets one there. I was going to say, Parr is just as dangerous in the box as she is in the circle. And so if you can see her at the plate with nobody on base, that'll be huge. And Emma gets the first out here of the second. JC Lepe at the plate now, right fielder. The 0-1 from Davis. Caught the outside corner, but it looked like maybe it was low for ball 1. That one low too, so it's 2-0, or 2-1, excuse me. That one fouled away. Two and two on the way from Davis. Swing and a miss. And strikeout number 3 here early in this ball game today. She came in with 32 in district play, 32 strikeouts and 22 innings pitched. She's got 3 of them already today as Journey Prince, the 6-hole hitter for Childress, steps up to the plate. That one was low for ball 1. Journey, the third baseman for Childress. That one outside, and it's 2-0. She went back inside, but again, that one was low, so she's catching the plate with some of those, but it's just low. That one was actually in the dirt. So 3-0 to Journey Prince. That one was high for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk for Journey Prince. And we talked about that maybe being one of the keys to the game, that both of these good pitchers, can you get a free pass? Can you work a walk against either one of these young ladies? And right there, the first walk of the afternoon.
Next up to bat, number 24, Brinley Stone.
Brinley Stone coming to the plate. She's a left fielder for Childress. 2 away here in the bottom of the first, or bottom of the top of the second, excuse me, I'm way off there. Top of the second. One and 0 on the way. That one right down the middle to even the count at 1-1. Stone looks at that one outside, just a bit off the plate. So it's 2-1. That one rolled to short. Cambry's got it. She'll flip it over to second base just in time. Cambry and Kaylee get the out. So a 2-out walk. They leave her at first base. And it will be 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. We'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
At Carter and Raider, we have deep roots right here in West Texas. Born and raised in Lubbock County.
We bleed red and black.
Since 2009, we have invested in our clients, in our neighbors, in our communities.
We pride ourselves in the values that make West Texas great: integrity, hard work, and the relentless pursuit of success.
Give us a call if you are in need of aggressive and personalized representation, and let our 25 years of combined experience go to work for you.
Are you ready for a new home? Is it time to update? People's Bank is locally owned, and our mortgage lenders have decades of experience, so we're able to help you in ways only a local bank can. Bank with people that you know at People's Bank.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Phillies with a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second. Both these pitchers have been pretty good. Emma Davis has gotten through the first 2 innings unscathed. She gave up a 2-out walk, but they leave her stranded there. The Lady Cats of Childress do in the top of the second, and now leading off the bottom of the second for the Phillies, the 6-hole hitter, Kaylee Olivo. Kaylee had a couple of big defensive plays in that first inning, showing off her range to get the second out there in the first. Her first plate appearance. She's ahead in the count 1-0. This one moving pretty quickly. Just now 5:15 with the way these pitchers work. Might be getting home early today. So 2-0 count. Kaylee looks at ball 3. Swing and a miss there. That one was elevated. She got the swing and a miss to make it 3-1. Now that Kaylee's seen that one, she might be looking to just poke that into right field, just go with it. Fouls that one back to make it a full count. Same pitch, she's staying up and away. Kaylee fouled that one off too. Phillies got 1 run on 2 hits, left a runner on there in the first, trying to get the leadoff batter on here, and Kaylee, after a 3-0 count, the 4th strikeout victim of the day for Ansley Parr. Cambry Baker now, Philly shortstop, comes to the plate. She was the hero against Slayton a week ago. She's behind in the count, 0-1. Cambry had her 2-out base clearing double in the 3rd inning, where the Phillies did most of their damage in a 7-4 win, and that one fouled back to the screen. She's behind 0-2. And Saturday, Cambry, another good day. Of course, she started in the circle. She was 1 of 3 with 2 RBIs, scored a run, also drew a walk. Chased that one upstairs. Strikeout number 5 for Ansley Parr, freshman in the circle for Childress. And there's 2 away here now on the bottom of the second. Gabby Caro, she had the big hit on Saturday. And that come from behind victory for the Phillies. They scored 7 in the bottom of the 6th, and Gabby drove in 3 of them. She had a base clearing triple for her 3 RBIs. It was huge. They were trailing by 1 when she came up to the plate and leading by 2 when she was standing on third base. Here she's behind in the count, 0-2. And a swing and a miss as Ansley Parr strikes out the side here in the bottom of the second, retires the Fillies in order. We will head to the third, still 1-0 in favor of the Fillies. We'll be back on the Shallowater Sports Network.
For nearly 70 years, the Sylvius family has provided the nation's farm producers with risk management solutions based on the idea that success comes by putting the client's needs first and trusting that through product innovation, helpful analytic support, and a high level of service, lasting relationships will develop, ensuring a future for these farms and producers and for their friends at Sylvius Insurance.
I'm Josh Keeney,
And I'm Brian Smicker.
and we proudly support the Mustangs and Fillies.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Fillies with a 1-0 lead as we head to the third inning. Both of these pitchers settling in. Emma Davis in the circle for Shallowater, a senior for the Fillies who's pitched a lot of innings in that circle out there over the years. She's up against freshman Ansley Parr for Childress, and Ansley getting settled in too. Jane Luna got a double in the first, and then Emma Davis drove her in with a single. That's most of the action that we've seen here today. The only base runner for Childress was a 2-out walk last inning. 8-9-1 coming to the plate here for Childress to start the third. Aubrey Douglas, the first baseman, behind in the count, 0-1, and now 0-2. That one put in play again for Olivo at second. She'll get it over to first in time for out number 1.
Batting next, number 3, Kaylee Ross.
Kaylee Ross, the catcher for Childress, the 9-hole hitter in the box now. Looks at strike 1, looks at ball 1. That one was over the outer half. Low, I guess. That one popped up to Olivo at second base. She calls off Baker for out number 2, and we're back to the top of the order for Childress. Addie Bays coming to the plate.
Batting next, number 9, Addie Bays.
Addie struck out looking in her first plate appearance to start this game. Fouls that one right back over the backstop. That one fouled back right over Brinley's glove, but it's 0-2. 0-2, 2 away here in the top of the third. That one outside, not close enough for Addie to think about swinging at that one. It's 1-2. That one catches the outside corner. They're going to say it was low. So 2-2. That's a good take there from Bays. And there's one elevated, and she gets the strikeout. So strikeout number 4 on the day for Emma Davis, and she retires. Childress again in order there in the third. We'll be back with the Fillies at the plate here in the bottom of the third on the Shallowater Sports Network.
At Hamilton Farms, we pride ourselves on being able to offer you the freshest products and convenient space to make memories with your family. Make sure and visit us for Sunflower Days in June and July, Christmas on the farm starting Thanksgiving week, and remember to shop all of our farm-raised beef, Texas-sourced canned goods, and local honey anytime throughout the year at HamiltonFarmsTexas.com. We can't wait to have your family make memories with us.
1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Nathan Riojas here with Zach Cole and Angel Flores on this softball game between the Fillies and the Lady Cats of Childress. Fillies, the only 2 hits of this ball game through 2.5 innings, and it's been good to plate a run. Jaden Luna had a 1-out double in the first, and then came around to score.
Up to bat for your Phillies, number 17, Des Johnson.
9-1-2 due up for the Fillies to start this third inning. Des Johnson, she had a big game on Saturday. She was 2 for 4, drove in a run. This time last week against Slayton, she was 3 for 3, had 2 RBIs, scored a run. That one well outside for ball 1. On the way. That one right down the middle, but a swing and a miss from Dez to even the count. Again, the wind is blowing out maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting 10 to 15. It looks like it slowed down a little bit, but right out to left field. So if you can pull one down the left field line, the wind will help you out today. Right now it's 1-2 to Dez, and she swings at one that was well out of the zone. That is strikeout number 7 for Ansley Parr. She actually struck out this side in the first 2 innings, gave up 2 hits in that first inning, but got 3 strikeouts. Brindley Currington was one of those strikeout victims to start this game, and she's behind in the count, 0-1. That one low and outside. She reached out and fouled it off. Parr's doing a good job of changing her pitch location. That one was low and away, and she's been getting strikeouts with that rise ball up in the zone, up out of the zone. And that one, she goes up in the zone, but she went high and inside that time. And Brindley, her second strikeout of the day. So 2 away for Jaden Luna. Jaden, the only big hit in this game, she doubled there in the first and then came around to score off of Emma Davis single. She hit one to left center field. It was maybe 10 feet away from going over the fence. She pops that one into center field. It's going to be a tough play, but it's made. As who was that? Clarissa Gamboa came running up to make that catch for Childress. So good play out in the center field. And again, the Phillies go in order. We'll be back for the start of the 4th inning right after this here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
St. Clair and Massey Orthodontics offers our patients the latest and cutting-edge orthodontic care with the Damon Braces system and nearly invisible Invisalign. Now serving children, teens, and adults at our North Lubbock location at 805 North Frankfort. Start your smile journey with St. Clair and Massey by scheduling your free consultation. You can find us online or call us today.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Fillies with a 1-0 lead as we head to the fourth. But it is a pitcher's duel here between Emma Davis and Ainsley Parr from Childress. Emma, the Philly senior. Ainsley Parr, a freshman on the Childress side.
Up to bat for your Bobcats, number 7, Addie Edmondson.
But it's been a tough day at the plate so far for both of these teams. Phillies with the only 2 hits of the day. They've got, Childress has 2, 3, 4 due up here in the top of the fourth. Addie Edmondson, second baseman, looked at strike number 1 and then fouls that one off. So she went low and inside for strike 1, up and away for the foul ball and strike 2. Edmondson grounded to Olivo at second base in her first plate appearance. 4-3 put out, that one outside to even the count. Or no, it's 1-2. She was an 0-2 count, so now 1-2 for Edmondson. Just got a piece of that one to stay alive. 4 strikeouts for Emma so far on the day. That one again to Olivo at second. And another 4-3 put out for Kaylee and Natalie Cuevas. Clarissa Gamboa, center fielder, who made that good play in center field to end the bottom half of the third. And now at the plate, she also grounded to second base in her first plate appearance. That one was inside. It caught the corner of the plate. I don't know if it was high, but caught the inner half. Ball number 1, though. This one fouled off near first base, and Cuevas trots over into foul territory to record out number 2 here in the top of the fourth. So Ainsley Parr, the cleanup hitter and pitcher, coming up for her second plate appearance. She struck out looking in her first plate appearance, but key for the Phillies to face her again for the second time with nobody on base. One up and away. So 1-1 count here. That one was upstairs for ball 2. That one was upstairs, but she couldn't lay off of that one. It's 2-2. 2-2-2 here in the top of the fourth. That one was in the dirt. She wouldn't chase that one, so a full count now. 3-2, 2 away for Ainsley Parr. There's another one fouled off, so we'll do it again. There's a swing and a miss, and strikeout number 5 for Emma Davis. She retires the Lady Cats in order in the fourth. We'll be back here on the Shallowater Sports Network with the bottom of the fourth as the Phillies try to add on to their lead. You look at that replay again. Took a little bit off of that one and gets Parr to strike out for the second time today.
As Shallowater continues to grow and improve, so does our school district. Our students are successful in all aspects of public education, from academics, athletics, theater, ag, band, UIL, and more. Shallowater ISD is truly blessed by everyone that is a part of our school system because of a community that is second to none. Shallowater ISD, in a class of our own.
Are you ready for a new home? Is it time to update? People's Bank is locally owned, and our mortgage lenders have decades of experience, so we're able to help you in ways only a local bank can. Bank with people that you know at People's Bank.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Fillies and the Childress Lady Cats. An important District 2 3A softball game. Both of these teams 4-0 atop the district standings. One of them will leave here this afternoon with sole possession of first place, a leg up in the race for the district championship. Right now, the Fillies, who got two consecutive base hits in the bottom of the first, only 2 hits of the game. They scored a run. Jaden Luna doubled to left center field. Emma Davis singled into right center to bring her in for the only run that's been scored here today. Emma Davis has struck out 5 for Shallowater. Ansley Parr has struck out 7. No, she struck out 8 now. As the Fillies get into the bottom of the fourth, this is Emma Davis, and she swings at the first pitch. Again, Emma singled into right center field to drive in the only run on the scoreboard so far for either one of these teams. And she's done a masterful job in the circle for the Fillies. Swing and a miss there. So 3-4-5 due for the Fillies here in this fourth inning. Trying to add on to a 1-0 lead. That one's well outside at 0-2. Looked like Parr was just burning one there. And then she comes right back inside. She fouls it up right behind the backstop. It landed right in front of the press box too, so that's a tough shot for Emma to make right there, but she did get it out of play so that Katie Ross didn't have a chance to make a play. It's 1-2. Took a lot off of that one. It was in the dirt. Emma almost offered at that, but she was able to lay off to make it 2-2. Good pitch from Ansley Parr. Almost got strikeout number 9. But Emma's able to lay off of it, 2-2. That one just got away from her. That one went all the way back to the backstop, so 3-2. And that one outside for a walk, so Emma on base for the second time. Phoenix Navahar to the plate now. Cleanup hitter for the Phillies. She struck out in her first plate appearance. Another courtesy runner for Davis over at first base. Danielle Lavelle will run for Davis, and Davis went to the plate to talk to Phoenix before she stepped into the box. So maybe some kind of advice, and now she's talking in the on-deck circle to Medina too. So just passing along what she's seeing from Ansley Parr. As the Phillies try to get something going here in the bottom of the fourth. They've got the leadoff runner on. The first walk issued by Parr today. Really haven't seen many 3-ball counts. Emma got a three-ball count earlier. She singled into right center for that RBI. Here's an 0-2 pitch for Phoenix Navahar, and a 3-pitch strikeout. So now Medina comes to the plate. She also struck out in her first plate appearance. Medina was squaring to bunt, but she got hit by the pitch, and they're going to call her back to the plate because she didn't bring the bat out of the zone. So she's squaring to bunt, and that pitch was well inside. And I think was thinking more about trying to jump out of the way and just never pulled the bat out of the zone. So that's a tough call, but I think technically the right one. So it stinks for Jordan. Again, that was so far inside. Surprised her. She was just trying to jump out of the way. She left the bat in the zone. The umpire says she offered, so it's an 0-1 count after she got hit by the pitch. That one high and outside. She swings to make it 0-2. So a tough break for Jordan. You never want to get hit when you're in the batter's box, and then when you do, you want to at least be able to walk down to first base. So that was a good break there for Ansley Parr, the 0-2. She gets a swing and a miss on a ball upstairs. Strikeout number 10 for Parr. Second one of this inning. Katie Olivo, she struck out to lead off the second inning. She's back up at the plate here in the fourth, trying to get something cooking. She drives this one into center field, drifting back. But Clarissa Gamboa is there for Childress to bring in out number 3. So the Phillies got somebody on base, but not much doing other than that. Ansley Parr and Emma Davis putting up zeros on that scoreboard. We'll be back with the start of the 5th inning here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
For nearly 70 years, the Sylvius family has provided the nation's farm producers with risk management solutions based on the idea that success comes by putting the client's needs first and trusting that through product innovation, helpful analytic support, and a high level of service, lasting relationships will develop, ensuring a future for these farms and producers and for their friends at Sylvius Insurance.
I'm Josh Keeney.
And I'm Brian Smicker.
And we proudly support the Mustangs and Fillies.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. Nathan Riojas here with Zach Cohen, Angel Flores to bring you this District 2-3A softball game between the Fillies and the Lady Cats from Childress. I thought we might get a pitcher's duel in this game this afternoon between two 4-0 teams. Emma Davis and Ansley Parr, two of the best, if not the best pitchers in this district, squaring off today. And I feel like they've more than lived up to the billing so far as we go to the 5th in a 1-0 game. Emma Davis throws a ball number 1 there to JC Leppy. 5-6-7 coming to the plate to start this 5th inning for Childress. Leppy struck out in her first at bat. She fouls that one away to even the count. So I think the first time she came up, I said Lepe. I feel like that's how I would say her name, but I was instructed Leppy is the correct way to pronounce that. So if you're watching from Childress, my apologies. It's 1-2 now on Leppy, the right fielder for Childress, and she swings at one outside for out number 1 here in the 5th. And strikeout number 6 for Emma Davis on the day. Journey Prince, third baseman for Childress, is coming up to the plate. The 6-hole hitter for Childress. Only base runner for Childress so far has been a walk to Journey Prince back in the 2nd inning. So she's been the only one to successfully get on base. She's ahead in the count here, 1-0. Looks at strike 1 there. No. I don't know where that one missed. That one looked good. Fooled us here in the press box. We're standing right behind the plate. Looked good from here, but it's 2-0. Looked like that one was not right down the middle, but it caught most of the inner half of the plate. Maybe it was high. Journey's kind of tall. She's one of the taller players on the field. So again, not sure where that one missed, but it's 2-0. That one catches the outside corner to make it 2-1. That one hits a Baker at short. Baker over to Cuevas, and a quick 6-3 put out for out number 2 here in the 5th, and that will bring left fielder Brindley Stone to the plate for Childress.
Up next, number 24, Brindley Stone.
Stone grounded to shortstop in her first plate appearance. She hit into a fielder's choice. She grounded over to short, and the Phillies went to second to get the out. Third out of that second inning. That one outside for ball 2. So Brindley Stone ahead in the count now. That one right down the middle for strike 1. This one rolled to Baker at third, pops out of her glove, and she doesn't get it over in time.
Next, number 8, Aubrey Douglas.
So she reaches on the air to get to first base. And now Aubrey Douglas, the first baseman, to the plate. She grounded out to second base in her first at bat. So Stone, just a second base runner for Childress this afternoon. She's on first with 2 outs. That walk that was their first base runner also came with 2 outs. Count now 1-1 on Aubrey Douglas, the 8-hole hitter for Childress. That one outside for ball 2. That one fouled away to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Emma Davis Emma's been dealing. Here she comes with the 2-2, excuse me. That one outside 3-2, steal attempt, and Camry Baker there with the put out. Brindley mowed her down. Aubrey Douglas was trying to steal. No, it's Brindley Stone was trying to steal. And Brindley to Cambry, that one, no doubt. Nice play, nice throw from Brindley Currington. Nice camera work out there in center field from Angel Flores, getting you that replay. We'll step away for just a moment. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
At Carter and Raider, we have deep roots right here in West Texas. Born and raised in Lubbock County.
We bleed red and black.
Since 2009, we have invested in our clients, in our neighbors, and our communities.
We pride ourselves in the values that make West Texas great: integrity, hard work, and the relentless pursuit of success.
Give us a call if you are in need of aggressive and personalized representation, and let our 25 years of combined experience go to work for you.
Are you ready for a new home? Is it time to update? People's Bank is locally owned, and our mortgage lenders have decades of experience, so we're able to help you in ways only a local bank can. Bank with people that you know at People's Bank.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. It is 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning in favor of the Phillies. They are desperately looking for some insurance as we get into the latter half of this game. Camry Baker due up for the Phillies, 7, 8, and 9 to lead off for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 5th. Camry, one of 10 strikeout victims for Ansley Parr in her first plate appearance, so she comes to the plate here. We had our first error of the game in the top of that 5th inning, but it's been pretty clean defensively for both of these teams. One error, but nobody left on. Nobody scores, and Cambry was showing bunt. That one was low, and she left the bat in the zone, so it'll be 0-1. As Cambry tries to get something going here in the bottom of the 5th. Squares again, and got strike 2. Cambry just a sophomore, but she's played in some big moments for the Fillies over the last 2 years. Swings, that one gets away from the catcher though, and Cambry gets the hustle down the line, and she's on. She reaches on the pass ball. So a break there for the Fillies. So the E2 puts Cambry on first base, and Gabby comes to the plate for the Fillies. Gabby had a big hit, lays down a bunt there, and they are not going to get her at first base, so she's got an infield single. Cambry Baker at second now, and Gabby Caro reaches with a nice bunt there. Des Johnson, the 9-hole hitter now, right fielder, comes up to the plate. Phillies, first time they've had something cooking since the first inning. So nobody away here. Cambry Baker on second base, Gabby Caro on first, and Des Johnson steps into the batter's box with the runner in scoring position. She showed bunt, and that one gets away from the catcher too. So both of the base runners for the Phillies will advance, and now 2 in scoring position on a 1-0 count. Now we'll have a visit from Amanda Wilson. She'll talk to her freshman pitcher who's been so good. She's got 10 strikeouts. Really strikeout number 11 actually for Cambry, but Cambry reaches on error. And now at third base, after a bunt single from Gabby Caro and another pass ball, so Des Johnson with the chance to do some damage. One-0 count after the meeting in the circle for Childress. She squares the bunt. This one was inside, gets away from the catcher again, but that one got all the way back to the backstop. And Kaylee Ross was able to get back. Cambry stayed put at third base, but it's 2-0. That one was inside too. Des fouled it off the handle to make it 2-1. Des struck out in her only other paid appearance today. She led off the bottom of the third. 2-1 pitch here. Nobody out, but she takes strike 2. So 2-2 now for Des. Two and two, nobody away. Parr delivers, and it's outside. She gets strikeout number 12. So they make her throw it down to first base, but out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. And the top of the order now comes in the form of Brindley Currington. 1 away, 2 runners in scoring positions, an opportunity for the Phillies to break this one open. Brindley shows bunt. Tried to get the bunt down, but fouls it back. So 0-1. Brindley struck out in her first 2 plate appearances. She's behind in the count here, 0-2. To 0-2, Brindley fouls that one away to stay alive. She's getting her strikeouts on pitches up out of the zone. She went down there. Brindley fouled it off. See where she goes with this one. That one she leaves over the plate. She drives it into right field, coming on, and she can't get it. Gamboa dives. It gets away from her in center field. Coming around to score, Cambry Baker and Gabby Caro. And Brindley's going to get all the way to third on the throw. So 2 RBIs and a huge 2-strike hit for Brindley Currington. I give her credit for a double. Advancing on the throw to third. But a huge development. It's 3-0 now. Here in the bottom of the 5th, still just 1 away. Brindley standing at first base, and Jaden Luna, the only other extra base hit of this game, and she drives one into left field off the first pitch. She's got another RBI. First pitch swinging, and Jaden Luna 2 for 3 on the day. She scored the first run, gets her first RBI there. Emma Davis now at the plate trying to help herself out. She's got a 1-0 count. Drives that one into right field. She's got her second hit of the day, and it gets by the right fielder. That's going to give the Phillies a chance to score. Coming around third is Jaden Luna, so she scores all the way from first. And it's 5-0. The Phillies have busted it open here in the bottom of the 5th. So an error out in right field. Scores Luna from first, allows Davis to get to second. Phoenix Navahar now at the plate. She struck out in her first 2 plate appearances. Swings at the first pitch and fouls that one into the dirt. So a 4 spot so far for the Phillies. That one fouled back, and it's 0-2 on Phoenix. She takes that one. So 1-2 on the way for Navahar. Swings and a miss. Another strikeout for Ansley Parr. There's 2 away now here in the bottom of the 5th, and Jordan Medina comes to the plate.
Batting next, number 14, Jordan Medina.
Jordan has also struck out twice in her first 2 plate appearances. She actually got hit by a pitch, but she was squared to bunt, so got called back to the plate and ended up striking out in her last at bat. She's got a runner in scoring position here. She's ahead in the count, 1-0. Swing and a miss to even the count. That pitch up in the zone, that riser has been tough to lay off for the Phillies. But they got 1 in the first on 2 base hits. They've plated 4 here in the bottom of the 5th. A swing and a miss. And now 1-2. Another swing and a miss, another strikeout for Ansley Parr, but the Phillies get 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors, and they leave a runner on. Emma Davis will come back into the circle to start this 6th inning with a 5-0 lead. As you look at that replay one more time, that one was from Brindley Currington. That was the big hit to kind of get everything started here. And it's 5-0 as we head to the 6th here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Creating isn't easy. It's a simple fact known to dreamers and doers that create recipes, works of art, even small business, by working out every detail to refine their craft. Since 1907, First United Bank has been West Texans refining their craft for West Texans by offering the best banking possible. And that commitment has sustained us while other banks left town. We are loyal to those who strive for creative excellence. That is the spirit of West Texas.
Are you ready for a new home? Is it time to update? People's Bank is locally owned, and our mortgage lenders have decades of experience, so we're able to help you in ways only a local bank can. Bank with people that you know at People's Bank.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Phillies and the Lady Cats from Childress heading to the 6th inning. Aubrey Douglas leading off for Childress. She was at bat in the 5th inning whenever Brindley Stone was caught stealing at second base to end that inning. So she's back up at the plate, grounded out in her first plate appearance to second base. The Phillies put up a 4 spot there in the bottom of the 5th, and now a little bit of breathing room for Emma Davis in the circle for the Phillies. A 5-0 lead, 6 outs away from moving to 5-0 in district play. That one a slow roller to second base, but a nice play again from Olivo to Cuevas, and there's one away here to start the 6th inning for Childress. Kaylee Ross, the 9-hole hitter, and the catcher. Batting, and we've got the umpire just took one of Childress's bats down to the field umpire. So I don't know. They're looking at that bat. Now they're talking to the first base coach, though, over at Childress. So the Phillies meeting in the circle and meeting in center field, and they send that bat to the dugout. I guess so you can't use that one anymore. Don't see that a lot, but it's good to know that the umpires are checking that kind of stuff. Not sure what he saw after that at bat, or what he heard, something that he didn't like, something about that bat. And now Coach Kayla Rodriguez coming to home plate asking for an explanation. And just a quick meeting with the home plate umpire. And now I think we're ready to go here. One away for Kaylee Ross. Kaylee swings at one outside for strike one. And then Emma goes inside near her feet for ball one. Trying to keep Carly off balance, maybe from leaning outside. Then she goes right back outside and gets a swing and a miss. So an effective ball there on pitch number 2 in that at bat. It's 1-2 now with one away. That one just a little bit too far outside. Carly did a good job of laying off of that one. It was just a little off the plate. So 2-2. That one outside and a swing and a miss there for out number 2 as we go back to the top of the order for Childress and shortstop Addie Bays.
Next up to bat, number 9, Addie Bays.
That was strikeout number 7 for Emma Davis. She has struck out Addie Bays in both of her previous plate appearances. Swing and a miss there for strike 1. That one low and outside, so it's 1-1. That one just off the plate. Emma stared in. She wanted that call. It wasn't off by much. So 2-1. She goes back, gets a swing and a miss on the outer part of the plate. So 2-2, 2 away here in the top of the 6th. That one just outside. He's been pretty consistent with that one, though, the last few. I mean, that one, not outside by much, but that one catches the corner of the plate, but they're going to say low for ball 4. And Brindley Currington will jog out to the circle and talk to Emma Davis. I believe that is just the third base runner for Childress on the day. 2 walks. And then 1 reached on error.
Batting next, number 7, Addie Edmondson.
So Addie Edmondson, second baseman for Childress, up to the plate now. She is grounded out to second base in both of her previous at-bats. She lines that one into left field, and she's got a 2-out single. So the first hit of the day for Childress here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Emma Davis has done an incredible job so far.
Up to bat next, number 5, Clarissa Gamboa.
And now Clarissa Gamboa comes to the plate, center fielder for these Lady Cats. She's 0 for 2 on the day. But the first time that Childress has had a runner in scoring position. Again, 2 outs here in the 6th, but this is the most they've made Emma work in 1 inning. That one catches the inside corner. So 1-1 on Gamboa. That one inside to make it 2-1. So she went back to that same pitch, but it was just a little bit further inside. Credit to Gamboa, she didn't chase it up and away with that pitch, and she fouls it back to make it 2-2. So Emma, if you could call this trouble, I mean, she hasn't been in trouble really. They haven't had anybody in scoring position. First runner at second base for Childress today. She's trying to get out of it here. 2-2 with 2 away. That one driven down the right side. It's going to get into foul territory. Doesn't quite clear the fence, but Des Johnson gave it a look, and it falls into foul territory. So another 2-2 pitch on the way for Clarissa Gamboa. That one on the inside corner, and she gets a strikeout looking. Emma Davis pitching a gem today. It is 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be right back here with more Philly softball on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Massey Orthodontics offers our patients the latest and cutting-edge orthodontic care with the Damon Braces system and nearly invisible Invisalign. Now serving children, teens, and adults at our North Lubbock location at 805 North Frankfort. Start your smile journey with St. Clair and Massey by scheduling your free consultation. You can find us online or call us today.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Phillies with a 5-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Phillies sent 8 to the plate. They're in the bottom of the 5th, and they plated 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. They left 1 on base, but that's the only crooked number on the scoreboard so far. And then Emma Davis there in the top half of the 6th got into a little bit of trouble, if you can call it that. Gave up 1 hit. Also walked a batter, but they left 2 on base, didn't score any runs. Childress, so 5-0. The Phillies 3 outs away from moving to 5-0 in district play. Both these teams right now, Shallowater and Childress, 4-0 atop the district standings. So this will be an important game at the end of the year, deciding who is the district champion and who's the 1 seed out of 2-3A going into the playoffs. Kaylee Olivo, the only Philly that didn't get to bat in that 5th inning, will lead off the 6th here. The 6-hole hitter and second baseman for the Phillies, ahead in the count, 1-0. I feel like, if anything, these 2 pitchers, Ansley Parr and Emma Davis, you've seen them get a little bit tired, maybe a little fatigue. Here later in this game, Olivo pops that one out to center field, and Gamboa is camped out under it for out number 1. So now Cambry Baker will step to the plate. She struck out but reached on error in her last at bat, came around to score the first run for the Phillies in that 5th inning to make it 2-0. Swings and a miss, and 1 outside there. Oh, 1 on the way. Cambry puts a bunt down, and it is beautifully done. It just died right inside of the first base line. It looked like Parr was going to let that one go, see if it was spinning, to see if that would roll foul, and it didn't. It just died. So a bunt single there for Cambry Baker, and she is on with 1 out for Gabby Caro. Gabby singled off of a bunt in her last plate appearance. See if she tries the same. She does square, and it was outside for ball 1. Cambry got a decent ways off of first base too, but does a good job of getting back. It's always tough as a base runner. You want to make sure you get to second base when your teammate's laying a bunt down, but you also can't get caught off of first. And that one again was up and away. Cambry was stealing right there. She was moving, didn't matter, because the ball got away from Kaylee Ross behind the plate. So now a runner in scoring position for Caro. That one up and away, and Gabby swings at that one for strike number 1. I know I've said it a few times, but Gabby had the big hit in the comeback win on Saturday. Came to the plate in the 6th inning. Phillies were rallying, still trailing by 1 though, and she had a 3 RBI base clearing triple to get the Phillies the lead as they went to the 7th inning. She strikes out there for out number 2 to bring Des Johnson to the plate. Des has also struck out in her first 2 plate appearances. So 2 away An insurance run for the Fillies out on second base in the form of Cambry Baker. That one was in the dirt for ball one. Swing and a miss there for Dez. Makes it 1-1. Dez has been pretty hot lately too. She was 3 for 3 against Slayton a week ago. 2 for 4 on Saturday against Liberty. Hitting in this 9 spot for the Fillies, trying to turn the order over here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-2 pitch on the way, and she looks at strike 3. So the Fillies get a hit, but they leave one on second base. It's going to be 5-0 as we head to the 7th inning here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
At Hamilton Farms, we pride ourselves on being able to offer you the freshest products and convenient space to make memories with your family. Make sure and visit us for Sunflower Days in June and July, Christmas on the farm starting Thanksgiving week, and remember to shop all of our farm-raised beef, Texas-sourced canned goods, and local honey anytime throughout the year at HamiltonFarmsTexas.com. We can't wait to have your family make memories with us.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Fillies 3 outs away from moving to 5-0 in district play. They have a 5-0 lead over the Childress Lady Cats. They're in the bottom of the 6th. Ansley Parr recorded her 15th strikeout. And it's pretty rare on a day when you strike out 15 times to be leading 5-0, but that's the case. They've strung together just enough hits, got a couple hits back-to-back in that first inning to get on the board 1-0. Got a couple errors and then strung a couple of hits together in the 5th. End up with a 4 spot there. Ansley Parr in the cleanup spot is leading off for Childress, and she has been in the batter's box every time with the bases empty today. It's been a plus for the Fillies. She's their most dangerous hitter too. And she struck out 15 today, and she's just a freshman. Fouls back that 2-0 pitch to make it 2-1. But a great performance for her in the circle today. Emma Davis, though, has been equally as good. And they've put up zeros to make this 5-0. Ansley looks at strike 2 right there. 2-2 now. Ansley's only had 2 other plate appearances, and she struck out in both of those. Swing and a miss there for the 3rd strikeout of the day, and the first out here in the 7th inning. That was strikeout number 9 for Emma Davis.
Next, 21, J.C. Leppy.
J.C. Leppy, right fielder, now coming to the plate. She has struck out in both of her previous plate appearances. Crazy good pitchers duel here in Shallowater this afternoon between Emma Davis and Ansley Parr. And that one just got away from Emma. Kind of a misstep there. There's a line drive at second base. Kaylee Olivo, she's been busy today. She records the 2nd out here in the 7th, and now Childress down to their last out. Journey Prince, 3rd baseman, and the 6-hole hitter coming to the plate for Childress. Journey, one of the few base runners that Childress has had today. She drew a walk in the second inning. Swings through one there. Looks at one low and away for ball one. So she walked in her first plate appearance and then grounded out to short in her second. This one, she pops up in the air. Baker calling for it, and that is going to do it, folks. The Fillies with a 5-0 shutout win against a 4-0 Childress team here in Shallowater today. They will eat dinner tonight in sole possession of first place. The only 5-0 team now in 2-3A. Stick around for the Edward Jones postgame show. We're going to go down to the field, try to get some postgame interviews for you. We'll be right back here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
For nearly 70 years, the Sylvius family has provided the nation's farm producers with risk management solutions based on the idea that success comes by putting the client's needs first and trusting that through product innovation, helpful analytic support, and a high level of service, lasting relationships will develop, ensuring a future for these farms and producers and for their friends at Sylvius Insurance.
I'm Josh Keeney.
And I'm Brian Smicker.
And we proudly support the Mustangs and Fillies.
Creating isn't easy. It's a simple fact known to dreamers and doers that create recipes, works of art, even small business, by working out every detail to refine their craft. Since 1907, First United Bank has been West Texans refining their craft for West Texans by offering the best banking possible. And that commitment has sustained us while other banks left town. We are loyal to those who strive for creative excellence. That is the spirit of West Texas.
Are you ready for a new home? Is it time to update? People's Bank is locally owned, and our mortgage lenders have decades of experience, so we're able to help you in ways only a local bank can. Bank with people that you know at People's Bank.
At Carter and Raider, we have deep roots right here in West Texas. Born and raised in Lubbock County.
We bleed red and black.
Since 2009, we have invested in our clients, in our neighbors, and our communities.
We pride ourselves in the values that make West Texas great: integrity, hard work, and the relentless pursuit of success.
Give us a call if you are in need of aggressive and personalized representation, and let our 25 years of combined experience go to work for you.
At Hamilton Farms, we pride ourselves on being able to offer you the freshest products and convenient space to make memories with your family. Make sure and visit us for Sunflower Days in June and July, Christmas on the farm starting Thanksgiving week, and remember to shop all of our farm-raised beef, Texas-sourced canned goods, and local honey anytime throughout the year at HamiltonFarmsTexas.com. We can't wait to have your family make memories with us.
As Shallowater continues to grow and improve, so does our school district. Our students are successful in all aspects of public education, from academics, athletics, theater, ag, band, UIL, and more. Shallowater ISD is truly blessed by everyone that is a part of our school system because of a community that is second to none. Shallowater ISD, in a class of our own.
Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Fillies finish off a very impressive 5-0 win against Childress and now move to 5-0 in district play. We're here on the Edward Jones postgame show with Coach Caleb Rodriguez. And Coach, I feel like you came in today probably expecting a bit of a pitcher's duel, but did you know that Emma was going to be good today for you guys?
Yes, I have completely trusted that kid. And like I said, Saturday wasn't a true vision of us. And today, I think everybody got to see like what our kids have worked so hard for and delivered, flawlessly today. And I'm so proud of Emma and all the kids because everybody did something great.
Yeah, like you said, I started with Emma. She was really good in this really solid defense. You kind of mentioned it, but maybe speak a little bit more on how today was kind of a complete game because you got some huge hits too. I guess a really good pitcher on the other side.
We had heard about her, and so I talked to the kids about being optimistic. That was our word for the week, and knowing what they've put in and what can come out of it if they're optimistic. And so we worked on outside, like I said last time. We played a little bit of small ball and put pressure, and they delivered when we needed it, and that got the ball rolling. Solid hits, but these Fillies that are Fillies of the game stayed yesterday for about an hour and stayed and hit. And so I love that hard work paid off today.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll bring those Fillies over here. Coach, we really appreciate your time. Congratulations on a big win tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so Coach Kayla Rodriguez, and now we'll bring the Renfro Construction players of the game over here. We'll start with Jaden, and then we'll get to Kaylee in a second. But Jaden, you got the offense started today. You had that double there in the first inning, and then came in to score the first run. You also had an RBI there in that big 4-run fifth. So, one, talk about how good Par was in the circle for them today, and then how you guys were able just to string together a few hits there to give Emma that 5-run support.
We all heard about the pitcher, and we were all a little nervous. We were all really nervous, and we had a lot of doubt on us today. And so we had to talk each other up, and in my head the whole time I was like, we have to play for each other. I'm playing for them, nobody else. Nobody else matters. So whenever I stepped in there, I was like, I know this girl's good, and I know she's going to deliver. And as soon as she did, I hit it, and I was so happy because I did it for them. Everything we do is for each other. And she was a really good pitcher. She wasn't easy, but I'm glad that I got to see the ball and be able to help my team out and do my job.
So you guys 5-0 now in district play. Kind of talk about what the mindset of the team is now as you're basically at the midway point in the district season.
Yes, I think we'll do good. I really believe in us a lot. Emma did great today. She's really a strong pitcher, and whenever she's in that circle, she just starts the energy for all of us. I think we got this in the bag, all of us, every single one of us. Right. I think we'll do good.
Okay, well, good deal. Well, thanks for hanging out with us a little bit here after the game. Again, congratulations on the game.
Thank you.
All right, now, the second Renfro Construction player of the game here on the Edward Jones postgame show, Kaylee Olivo. Kaylee, you were busy out there, so it was a good performance from Emma in the circle, but you did a lot of work defensively, showed off your range there in the first inning too, getting that one behind first base. Just talk about the performance you guys had, not just in the circle, but then also defensively to shut down a really good Childress team.
Yes, our coach, she works us day in, day out. Like, we do everything for our team and for our coach. And I think just we put in so much work that, like, we can do anything at this point. Like, that's what we really, truly believe. And my friend, Gabby Caro, she had a speech before the game talking about believing in ourselves and believing in each other. And I think that just really pushes us.
Yeah, well, congratulations on a big win. And maybe, as a parting thought, just talk about maybe a bounce-back performance. You guys... It was bad weather on Saturday, too. I feel like you can blame a lot of it on that. But like Coach Rodriguez said, wasn't a pretty game on Saturday, but you guys were able to find a way. But then to come out in a big game today with a really clean performance all the way around, talk about maybe how good that felt and what that signals for you guys moving forward.
Oh, my gosh. It felt so good to just, like, come back and just really show that we – because, like, I do believe that we can go forward.
Yeah, it sounds like you put in some extra work yesterday and it did pay off today. So congratulations on a big win. Y'all enjoy it tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so now the Fillies 5-0 in district play. They move to 18-7 on the year. They will be, which I don't have my notes. And we got, they're trying to hit us over there, the JV kids. But we got to get out of here in time for this JV game. We're going to hand it off to the guys across the street. For the Mustangs, they're taking on Childress tonight, the second part of this doubleheader. But again, a big win for the Fillies. They moved to 5-0 in district play. Now the only undefeated team in District 2 3A. They've got one more game in the first half of their district schedule before they start playing everybody again. I believe they'll play at Abernathy on Saturday, and then they'll start start that district schedule over again for the second time, but a big win. Happy for Coach Kayla Rodriguez and her ladies. A good, clean performance against a good, previously undefeated Childress team here in 2-3A. Got to give a big shout out to Zach Cole producing for us and Angel Flores, who was running the camera out in center field today and now behind the camera right now. We appreciate their efforts so long from the ballpark here in Shallowater. We'll see you across the street for some baseball.